For journalists. Yeah. That's what I told my mom. I was like, now I get to be nice and proud.
It's just one of those things, like it keeps like my
It's
hands
like,
busy.
oh, now I feel
I'm
bad.
just like sitting around, so.
Oh, they're great.
Oh, yeah. Even the local reporters, when I pulled up, you were, I was the last one, but the other two girls with the Times and Daily were walking over.
It's always a good option to have right there.
They're going to
Yeah, they're over there on Unions, and I pulled in, and I was pulled into the building, and I was like, I saw them like,
Hey, it's our center, I think.
Yeah, I almost.
Or Bailey Brothers.
I even went in and opened the door, right,
So,
I played it open.
They're talking about all those trips. I'll become that guy that looks back for everything now.
you're a good woman, Cash.
So I got 3 different.
I don't care what they say about you.
I ain't worried about it either way.
Okay.
Are you moving it that way, or? Yeah, I'm pulling it this way. Sure. I'm gonna do it with your,
Oh, that's
back
okay.
close to the edge. Oh, gotcha. Appreciate that. That's all right. I'm having one of those little wagons ready to do or something.
You can see that there, you got the lines out of it.
Considering, you know.
Fireman. Yeah, did you see it? I did, it was very, very good. Is it long? It's long, but it doesn't feel like it, it's spaced out really well.
Yeah, it does look good.
Pass these around, make sure everybody gets a copy of it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
They're on their way when you know. y'all just let me know when you're ready, so.
Guys, y'all ready?
Okay, I think we've got everybody here. All right. Good morning. Thank y'all for being here. Today, myself and District Attorney Champ Crocker, we're here to give you an update on a missing persons case that we started working April the 3rd of 2020 with regards to Mr. Jeffrey Wilhite. Initially, our deputies and investigators responded in the West Point community in April of 2020 to a missing person. Like any missing person case, our investigators, our deputies take the case very serious, and we work it like any other crime or criminal act until we determine that there was no foul play or crime committed. You know, I guess there's probably a lot of things going through your mind right now, just like anyone. You know, this case is 3 years old. But for us, when we have a missing person, there's a lot of people involved. There's mamas and daddies and kids, and so it never leaves us. So our investigators have worked very diligently the last 3 years, obtaining a lot of evidence, a lot of things that we have been putting together. We initially believed that there was a crime that had been committed, but like any other case, we have to prove what we believe. Now, this case is unique, and because of its uniqueness, we will not allow questions at the end. But because it is so unique, we have still not recovered Mr. Wilhite. But with all the evidence that has been gathered over the last 3 years, we have enough evidence to present the case to a grand jury, which issued an indictment for murder on a Randall Hogan of Cullman. Mr. Hogan is 66 years old, and at this time he's currently in the Cullman County Detention Center. You know, over the last 3 years, our investigators, myself, have spoken with the family, talked about the case, and we have been relentless at gathering information for a prosecution so that this family can have peace. And I think anytime you have a missing person case, we in law enforcement, that's one of the first things that we want to do is give a family peace. And this is the first step in giving the family peace. Now, because it is still actively going on, that is the reason that we will not allow questions, because our investigators today, and they will continue to be gathering information with regards to this case and putting this case together for prosecution. At this time, I'm going to let District Attorney Champ Crocker say a few words.
Thank you for being here. I want to start by thanking the investigators of the Cullman County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Gentry, the local law enforcement who has worked this case relentlessly. And when we started looking at this case a few months ago, we believed that there was a crime that had been committed. And we presented this case to the grand jury of Cullman County, and the grand jury found enough evidence to indict Randall Hogan for the murder of Jeffrey Wilhite. And we had enough evidence to do that, and we believe we have enough evidence to go forward. We are limited in what we can say today, but we trust the jury system. We trust this process. It will be a process, and we're prepared to go forward. Sheriff?
Thank you. One of the things I would mention too, as I'm speaking to everyone, if you have evidence or you know of something that's involved in this case or even another missing person case, please come forward. You know, over the last 3 years, we've interviewed numerous witnesses. We've executed numerous search warrants, and it takes a community coming together to solve these things, to work together with law enforcement hand in hand. You know, when we took office, we inherited a missing person case, and that was Tabitha Franklin. That happened many, many years ago, but our investigators today still work constantly on any information that we get. You know, another one that happened and it didn't happen in Cullman, it was on the county line, which was in the edge of Walker County, was Jordan Wilson. And that is a case that we are still actively working with Walker County. So I would encourage anyone, if you have information, no matter how much or how little, please call the Cullman County Sheriff's Office, ask to speak to one of our investigators, because if you will step forward and do what is right and work with law enforcement, then you will see the end result, which again, like today, we're announcing the arrest of Randall Hogan for murder of Jeffrey Wilhite. And that's what it takes, us working together to make this place safer and better. I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you for giving us your time this morning. God bless.